Flat Out 2. Absolutely awesome game. Really good.
Played, I'm not sure if 2 or number 1's definitely Xbox.
Probably 1.
Yeah.
Probably 1. Very few people played 2, but 2 is so much better than the first one. There was so much stuff on the first one where you get caught on like a little rock.
Flying.
Yeah, you get caught on a little rock and stuff like that, and these tracks are a little bit more forgiving.
Yeah.
In general, they're a little bit more forgiving. Not completely, but yeah, really enjoyable. Your body goes like flying through the windscreen and just splats into the nearest wall.
And again, it's goodbye for 50p.
So I've got to give you 50p and you go and say goodbye.
Yeah, you want 50p, I'm out of here. Reach to walk home. Well, I'm actually walk my house, take his car, I'm going home.
I'm going to drive through your front window first.
Yeah, awesome. Nice.
But yeah, you know, I say, very good soundtrack as well. Very good soundtrack with Rob Zombie and.
That's good.
There's a lot of stuff on there. A lot of rock, lot of good rock stuff if you like that sort of thing. So
I actually like Rob Zombie.
It suits it very well.
Especially
Can't make
really
films though.
Films.
No.
It's all heavy metal style film versions.
Yeah, it's kind of like the sort of movies I would have made when I was about 14.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Not the type of movies I would have made when I was 14.
Yes. Well.
Tits and arse.
There's a fair share of that of it.
Yeah.
But anyway, Pinball Hall of Fame, the Gosled collections. Classic pinball tables in there. Black Hole amongst them. A few others. Yes.
He's laughing before me.
Yes, we mentioned the word hole. Oh my god, like no one's ever thought the black hole was saucy before.
I'm juvenile and I will always be juvenile. The day I'm not juvenile is the day I'm dead.
There's juvenile and there's predictable. You know, it's
predictably juvenile, I don't care.
We're both.
But anyway, biggest problem with this, the physics are okay, the camera's horrible.
Yeah.
As you're trying to do it, you can't see where you see that. You can't see where you're shooting. Hopefully they'll see it down there.
Yeah,
you can't see where you're aiming. Yeah, you're trying to fire and you can't see where you're aiming. I did try and see if there was a different view mode.
Didn't that come out on the Wii?
I don't think this one. There's so many of them. There's so many of these different classic. They take real life classic tables and put them onto things. There's one on the PlayStation that I've got, and there's one. It's actually much better than this. I don't know if it's got the same tables or not. It's got like a lot of. If you're really into pinball, it's worth getting. But I mean, there's stuff like the flyers and stuff they release with the game and stuff. Originally, the actual tables. There's all that sort of stuff and paraphernalia and interviews and stuff, and stuff like that in there. So, if you're really into your pinball, you probably enjoy it. Probably find some stuff in there. Mark McCree, 3D adventure thing. You wander around, you track stuff with swords, and you do sort of not quite RPG questing type stuff, but you know, just the more basic run-of-the-mill adventure games sort of thing. You know, it's okay. It's okay. It's quite hard actually. I kind of got to like the first bunch of enemies and got my backside kicked. So, Ferrari challenge, really annoyed because I ordered the Sega one, which is F355 challenge, and they sent me the wrong one.
That is awful.
Actually, it's not that bad.
No, I've got it. I don't like it.
No, what on PS3?
PS2.
On PS3? Fair play.
Yeah,
that's nowhere near as bad as PS3, man.
The PS3 one is probably the worst.
The PS3 is like diabolical. This is actually reasonable. This ain't too. It's
that was the company showing off the license before. Who's got it? Microsoft got a Ferrari license now. Yeah. There was just whoever it was flaunting the Ferrari. We need more money. We've had to pay for this Ferrari license.
I think what actually happened was they made it on the Wii first, which is why it's so arcadey. Because it's such an easy job, they just brought it straight to PS2 to make more money. And that's why it feels so much more arcadey. Because the first one, and I like my sim games. I prefer my sim games, but the PlayStation 3 version, even with the wheel and everything else, feels sloppy and just not very good. This is kind of a funnish arcadey racer.
Sloppy second, yes.
Yes, it's sloppy. Oh dear. Oh shock horror. It's Jesus. A bit like your underpants now.
You must leave that in. Do not smoke.
Final Armada. I had high hopes for that.
Yeah.
Looking at that
the word Armada was again brings you.
When you look at that, it kind of looks like one of those sort of sleepery games. It's broken. I couldn't even do the first tutorial because it wouldn't lock on to the fucking enemies. There's like 4 little targets you've got to shoot. I could shoot the first 3.
That's an awfully big manual.
Yeah.
That was Virgin in all different languages.
Yeah. And the last one, I mean, I could do the first 3 targets straight away. And the last one, it just wouldn't lock on no matter what I did. You can't manually aim, you have to lock on. And it wouldn't lock on. So I couldn't get any further.
So you're on a broken game.
Yeah, you're on a broken game, which actually has a lot of promise and actually looks reasonable. But you can't play.
The force is not strong with that one.
So, alright. Thrill for Off the Rails. If you don't know what this is, it's not like Theme Park, although it has some of those elements. It's not a collection of weird mini games and multiplayer mini games and stuff. There are some kind of like build coasters and management elements to it, but it's not like Theme Park. It really isn't.
Was that on 360 as well?
This is the second one. I don't think the second one's on the 360.
No.
It might be.
The 360
but the one
is its own sort of one, though.
I played the 360 version, which is Thrillville, which is literally Thrillville. Off the Rails is the second one. So I don't know if Off the Rails was on the 360. It probably was. But lots of mini games. Some fun little mini games. You know, like there's one that's like Trials HD and sort of stuff like that. There's lots of. It's kind of fun. I mean, that price, had to get that.
The boots were made for
good old boys.
It actually has interviews with all the cast and stuff like that on there, which just makes it worth buying.
Didn't the Mechanical Dukes had it filmed in the late 90s as well?
The reunion ones. There's the first, the second one was when they go to Hollywood.
Not including Johnny Knox.
No. They go, so the second one's when they go to Hollywood. But a lot of the people are dead in that.
Yeah.
There's a lot more of the original cast in the first. I think it's literally called Hazard Reunion or something. And it's just like an episode of Dukes of Hazzard. Like, you know, someone's up to evil deeds and they've got to stop them, you know, by jumping over like a canyon and going hee-haw a lot. You know, and
I love the idea of like bringing back old TV series just for Christmas specials. I don't know why, but I think it's cool. If they get it right, the magic's cool.
Yeah.
But then you want it back, and you know.
But the biggest problem is it's too old, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, this series is as old as me. You know, it's.
I had that with Open All Hours this Christmas. I'm a big David Jason fan.
I actually enjoyed that.
It was awesome.
It was weird though, wasn't it? It was kind of.
Yeah.
Made you feel uncomfortable, but it was kind of funny.
Yeah. iPlayer.
I so wanted to watch it, but I'm really annoyed.
Watch on iPlayer.
Yeah, I will get around using it one day.
Well, use it before it goes. It's only on there for like a week. It's.
I've got it on my Skybox, but.
NFL Street 3. I do like my American football, and the NFL Street games. The first one's good. They started to get really stupid with these. Like you can jump off walls, and they just tried to make it stupid. And
superpower.
If you want the best one of these, go for NFL Tour, which is the same kind of game but more serious, on the PS3 or Xbox 360. NFL Tour is easily the best. But it's still very fun. Especially if you can play 2 players and 2 people know what they're doing. Still fun.
Cool.
So. Alright. Spy Hunter 2. No, it's not got the rocket in it. That's the third one. Fun as all hell, to be honest. I mean, it's
Spy Hunter. I mean, the original was fantastic.
It's all those mask fantasies just coming out onto kind of, you know, Mask and James Bond fantasies just all coming out onto a game, essentially. So, all good fun. Fairly hard though. Fairly difficult. Not easy, but you just learn it, don't you? And just keep doing it, and you get there eventually. Which is cool. It's kind of funny because it clearly looks like all Spy Hunter cars are delivered by people that are dressed like prostitutes. But you'll see it underneath. Hopefully, you'll kind of like it up. It's,
I would be a Spy Hunter if they were.
Right. Zircon 3. One thing I did know, and you should hopefully see by the footage, is I can't play this for shit anymore. I mean, it's actually like probably the funniest footage I've recorded.
Yeah.
It's like I kind of wander along, and then all of a sudden they go, "Look, we've got attackers!" They just drive straight towards me and run me over, and then they proceed to just keep running me over in various like funny ways. It's like Die. I couldn't remember how to play it, but when you kind of go as you should do, as a team, and you take down your targets and you move forwards. That's what I love. What I don't like about it is the addition of the vehicles made it very difficult.
Yeah.
Because you've got to take down vehicles. And unless you've got like anti-armour and stuff, it makes it a lot harder. But I'm sure a little bit of adjustment I get into that. But I really want, what do you call it, the second one and the first one, because I played those a lot and I really love them.
Yeah.
This one I kind of think is probably just as good, but the vehicle side annoyed me. Look at the third internet address.
Yeah.
And tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
The third internet address. Well, I'm never gonna cry. It says seal.navy.mil.
I don't remember seal.navy.milf, and I was like, that's the only thing that actually come to my mind on that. That's a change. My mind be smuttier than yours.
Brain power disappearing.
Right, last one.
And it's a gift for me.
No, it's not. It's the only tactics game anyway. You wouldn't like it.
Yeah, it says Global Defense Force. I like Global Defense Force.
Yes, well, basically, it's just really strange. It has the Global Defense Force graphics when you fight. It kind of just shows a little bit of that. But it's just literally a completely unrelated. It's soldiers versus giant insect things. RPG, a tactical battle thing. So it's like a tabletop game, sort of like Warhammer, the original Warhammer or whatever, and very turn-based and strategy, and
Much awesomeness. There's no only 50p look.
Yep. So.
Steward. That does look a bit odd though. As well from the vision.
It's really strange.
It's like
It looks
theme
like,
park.
yeah, it looks like
Theme park.
it looks like an old Amiga game
Store.
until you get to the
Yeah.
actual fighting, where it uses the actual game engine. It looks like an old Amiga game. It looks really bad, but it's actually quite enjoyable. I could actually see myself getting into that. Reminds me a bit of the old Julian Gollop games like Rebel Star 9 and XCOM, the original XCOM.
Yeah.
And Lords of Chaos, that sort of thing. It's very much got that sort of vibe, only it's got a weird 3D fighting thing. And that's it from a 50p box of crap.